Where's this winter gonna end? Hey guys, JasonLeeno here. As you can tell, it's cold outside. It's still winter, naturally. I'm in an area where snow comes down by the foot. It is what it is though. I have heaters in here, even though I'm in shorts. I know I'm a little crazy. We kind of all are up here, but I gotta get the training in. It's gonna be interesting though. I haven't really done like a full heavy training session at this time of night. So this is me after work. I finish shift 7 o'clock, usually at home by 7:30ish. It is now 8 p.m. on the dot. I gotta get up between 5:30 and 6 tomorrow to get to work for 7. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Might be a bit of a sprint. Hopefully it goes okay, but you know, you got to get the time in. Like, I got to be able to get enough training stimulus in, but also balance that with like sleep, food, recovery, which is going to be interesting to say the least, but that's just the life I live. And the great power of editing, I am on my main working set for today. So just to kind of jump into what today exactly is. So today is day 1 of my WPC building phase. Like I mentioned in the last video, I'm going to be doing daily undulating periodization, or DUP. For layman terms, it is heavy, medium, light. That's basically what I plan on doing for my 3 lifts. So every single day I'm going to be squat, bench, and deadlifting, which might be a little tough because recovery, like we know, for me is not always the best. But I am going to really work on my lifestyle, and I am only going to be training 3 days a week with some active recovery in between, so I'm hoping it works out. I still got a decent amount of time to change things up if it starts getting a little too heavy for my lifestyle, but I think I'll be pretty good about it. But like I said, so it's going to be heavy, medium, light, or the way it's actually built is like competition single day, which is today for my squat, so I'm going to be hitting 325. Then I'm going to be doing some back offs around 275, and then I'm going to be going to my volume day for my bench. So that's going to be 5 sets of 5 at 180, and then I'm going to be going to my auxiliary deadlift day for basically light weakness work. So with my deadlift, as we know, I pretty bad at breaking weight off the floor. It is a sumo thing, a little bit of a mental thing for me, but that is just kind of a thing that is known universally. Lockout, it's really easy usually for sumo, as long as they can break it off the floor. I'm still working on generating the proper power from my hips to do so, so that's why I'm choosing to do a slight deficit deadlift for my auxiliary lift. All in all, not really too bad. I think today's going to go obviously well. 325 is not that heavy for me. However, as you see, I am going to be still using my wraps for this. And the reason why I'm using my wraps for weight that is considerably light for what I'm usually training with is because, well, I compete in wraps. And with me being just about 10 weeks out now, I want to make sure that I'm used to doing my competition singles with my wraps. And as you can see, another thing, I have to get used to them again, like the pain, because the honest truth is, the point in wrapping these is to wrap them tight enough that you get an aggressive rebound, and sometimes you gotta use vice grips to pull them through. So that is it's a pain tolerance thing. It's not excruciating, but there's definitely a reason why the majority of people choose knee sleeves over knee wraps. Now, my federation, they do knee wraps and knee sleeves as the same thing. So why not use the one that's going to give me a bit more bang for my buck than using something that doesn't, right? So, hence why I'm wrapping these tight enough, just like competition. Now, when it comes to my back off sets, I don't think I'm going to wrap them that tight, but with that being said, as they get heavier, I probably will. Usually I don't wrap them these tight at all, unless it's competition. But last year I did have a depth issue, and so this year I want to make sure I put enough practice in so I don't have a depth issue. with that being said, 325 is usually pretty light for this style of wrap. So we're gonna have to see if I can actually make depth. But either way, before my legs go completely numb, it's time to get started. So, you guys gonna help me up? Really? No one? All right, I guess I got it. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Holy crap! Oh, I'm so glad this weight is not that heavy. Bet you didn't think I'd catch that on camera. My God. I gotta start moving that thing better. All right, now that that's moved, hopefully this will go a lot better. Still a little shaky on the walkout, but I'm okay. All right, guys, now that I survived that on the bench, as mentioned before, this is kind of my volume session, so it's 5 sets of 5. We're working with 180. I'm not too worried about this one. I do have some good safeties. I don't think I'm going to kill myself, and fortunately as well, I'm not the heaviest bencher when it comes to comparison to squatting and deadlifting. So I should be fine, but wish me luck. Well, guys, that's the training day. That's day one. Once again, I survived it. I gotta figure out what to do with that leg extension. Normally, it's not too bad, and I do move it out because once the weight gets heavier, you naturally dip lower. I did not expect that with 325. So I have to figure something out for the next few sessions. I might just have to rearrange at the gym. Who knows? But I'll figure it out. But all in all, not too bad. Definitely am a little surprised at how quickly that went. As mentioned, I was kind of worried about how long the session was going to take when I came through the door. So we're just under 2 hours, which is pretty good. So I'll probably get inside, have dinner. Say I'll probably be in bed maybe like 10:20, 10:30. Be up for, like I said, around 5:36. So that's like 7 hours. That's still pretty good. I'd say that's pretty good for recovery. I would like more naturally. Like, let's be real, I'm going to be probably grumpy because, you know, that will be 48 hours and then I'm off for the week, which is nice. Work around the house, of course. Do a little bit of training, of course. But that's for another video, guys. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. It's a little bit different. Obviously, it's not like the highlight reel with the music in the background. I just figured I'd change it up a bit. Show you a little bit more raw footage. Show you kind of how chaotic I am, I guess, in nature. Like this kind of stuff that you see happens all the time. 9 times out of 10, though, I don't catch it on footage just because I only really, like I said, try to show you like the heavier weights and that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's me. I'm kind of a silly goof. Either way, if you like that, just let me know down below. If not, you can do the same. But I'm going to keep messing around with just kind of what I decided to show you just to change it up because let's be real, for how many years I've just been doing the same angles with the same videos essentially in the same style of music. So why not actually show you my personality if you actually don't know me personally? Either way, guys, that's the video. So do me a favor, go down below, drop me some comments. Love to hear what to say. And then once you're done that, please hit the like, share, and subscribe to spread that love. And I will see you next time.